Good morning, students. This is K. Muraprasad, Department of Computer Science and Engineering, DBSIT, KAVALI. Now, in this video, we are discussing the subject design thinking. In that design thinking, we are in Unit 2. Now, this is the second video in Unit 2. Now, in this Unit 2, we are discussing about the design thinking. What is the design thinking? What are the principles and how the innovation works in design thinking, etc. Now coming to the first slide here is design thinking lecture 2 in unit 2. Here coming to the topics available in this video. In the last video, we discussed about the introduction of design thinking and principles of design thinking and the process of design thinking. Now coming to in this video, innovation in design thinking, benefits of design thinking and innovation, and finally, the case studies. What are the case studies? In those case studies, why the design thinking is helpful for the purpose of design improvement of the benefits of or improvement of the financial services as well as all the things. Now, these are the topics we are going to discuss in this video. Now, coming to the first one here is innovation in design thinking. Making a new product development can be a daunting challenge, and so it is critical to focus on what is important. Here, it is very complicated and a daunting task. Yeah. New product development is a complicated and very daunting task. Here we have to focus on what is important, what is very important or important for that purpose or for that thing we are going to elevate properly. Design thinking becomes a highly useful and effective collaborative strategy to identify and solve problems creatively. Here we are solving the problems by using the creativity or innovative thinking. As it is a non-linear, iterative approach that focuses on user needs, articulating frameworks and formulating a strategy, it's constantly addressing the direction, design and development, and encourages a fast acting learning cycle, Now, this is about the thing. If you are going to develop a new product or new product development, you have to concentrate what are the very important concepts. For those things, it is purely a non-linear and iterative approach. By using the non-linear and iterative approach, we can easily develop new products. Now, coming to the same thing, innovation here is, it is purely a human-centered innovation. It begins with developing an understanding of customers' needs. Initially, it is purely a human-centered. Already we discussed about is purely human-centered approach. Large corporations are using design thinking to evolve the way they innovate. The innovation is very key aspect in the design thinking. By innovatively, we are thinking to develop a new product. The focus of innovation has shifted from being engineering driven to design driven. Now it is purely design driven. Now initially it is engineering driven. Now it comes to the design driven. Here, better design metrics and decision making in the product selection. Here we have to use better design metrics. The design metrics we are using are crucial here. Significantly reduce new product development failure rates. Now, If you use very better metrics, that will automatically reduce the failure rates. In addition, including design considerations before marketing investments are made would qualify as a game changer. Now, generally we are using the word game changer like this. Now, that is the thing. It is a key idea or key concept. That is the word used as a game changer. Now, if you are using considerations like before marketing, we are using very good thinking strategies or very good developments. Now that will be the game changer for the design thinking or product development process. Now coming to the way we are thinking, the innovation here is, now it is initially direction and then design and then development. Now these are the things. It starts with the user centered understanding. Now finally action, after action review. Now here initially user centered understanding, how the user is understand the product, how it is developed or how it is directed, how it is developed, etc. Now these two things are mixed. Now if you understand what is actually the design means, the design comes under direction, design and development. And then finally, what about thinking is, it is purely user centered understanding and then review, action review. Now the mixing of what is the design thinking here is, it is purely directive, design and development plus user centered approach. In every stage, it is an iterative approach. By using iterative things, we are innovating the design thinking process. This innovation helps in develop the right products. Now coming to the, what are the benefits of design thinking? How it is useful in the product development, etc. Now coming to the first one is reduced risk of launching new ideas. Now it can easily reduce the risk of the launching the new ideas. Design thinking focuses on showing prototypes to sponsor users early and often. This ensures that new ideas stay on a course that will actually meet user needs while eliminating the churn and the cost of bad ideas. Now, in every stage or every development, now we are preparing some prototypes initially. Now, if you see that prototype, the customer can give some ideas or different types of ideas, or you change like this, you change this one, etc. Now, by using that one, you can easily eliminate the fault tolerating things or fault occurred things. Now, the end result is product launches backed by more data and embed with more confidence. Now, you can easily launch the new ideas without any risk. Now, coming to the innovative solutions and offerings. Now you can easily provide innovative solution. It is purely solution based. Now, too often businesses fall into the trap of internally creating ideas that are just incremental improvements on existing products and services. Now, internally, some ideas are given. Those are purely based on internal improvements as well as internal existing products, etc., services, etc. Incremental improvements are fine, but they can't leave a business at risk of being disrupted from the outside. Now, internal adjustments are okay, but the products should be sold outside of the industry or outside of the city or outside of the country, etc. Design thinking engages creativity through a process designed to surface truly innovative ideas. Now, design thinking is the process. It is purely involved truly innovative ideas and then test them quickly. Now it is easily or quickly you can test and you can easily modify if any problems are there, etc. The results can provide a greater upside. Now the fire upside. Now if you use a design thinking, the results compared to the techniques or the companies which do does not use the design thinking concept will be better. Now coming to the third one here is faster pace of learning. Now the design thinking process is designed to get multiple people from multiple departments plus sponsor users also. Now here multiple people, multiple departments and including the sponsors are there in one place or one room. Generate a high quality ideas. Now they will generate or they will produce high quality ideas. From those ideas, we can easily learn or quickly learn something. Those things, those learned things can be applied for the implementation purpose. Then because everything is a prototype, you can stage and test ideas quickly, allowing you to pursue further where you have to traction on and move on when you don't. The result is a faster pace of learning and solution. Design thinking is a key tool in sustaining that kind of high rate of innovation. Now it is a very innovative tool or very good tool by using innovation, etc. Now happier users. Now if you apply the design thinking to the particular thing or etc., the users will be very happy. When you actually listen to users and give them input about what you are building, they are happier with the end result. Now every stage we are involving the end user or we are giving information to the end user. Now at the end of the product development or at the end of the thing, they will be very happy. This may seem like an obvious thought, but design thinking seems to be one of the best tools for actually breaking down the wall between company leaders and actual users. Now it can it can create a bridge between the actual developers as well as end users. When this wall goes down, amazing innovations can emerge. Now, basically, if you remove the wall and provide a bridge for that one, many number of innovative things are occurred. Now coming to the next one here is more revenue and returns. Now some studies or surveys can tell a significant financial benefits of human-centered design approach. Number of benefits are there. Here 32% more revenue and 56 higher total returns by implementing the design thinking concept. This extensive study goes to show that there can be a significant financial measurable outcomes and revenues that result from a consistent design thinking approach to the business. Okay, those are the things where applied to the innovation or benefits by implementing the design thinking. Now coming to the next topic here is design thinking and innovative process, innovation process. Already we discussed about how the innovation helps in design thinking, but here comes to the innovative process, how the process is innovative if you are using design thinking process. Now here some stages are there. These are just like a spiral in software development life cycle or software engineering. Now here comes to the discovery and then frame opportunity and then incubate and then some ideate or lineate and then evaluate the thing, a rapid prototype and then testing, deliver the product and iterate and scale. Now iterate the thing or produce large amounts of thing by using the same type of thing and by taking the iterative process. Now coming to the individual. Now here the first one is discovery. Design thinking starts with an end goal, a desired future and approaches to how you can make it happen. Now how you can make this thing to be happen. The topic should be one you find compelling and motivating. Research your topic for insights. Now you have to research your topic. What do you understand? What are the opportunities embedded in problems? Ask why questions to dig deeper. Now you have to ask your questions internally or yourself ask some questions. Now what is about the thing? How you can take all the things. Now coming to the leverage stories to discover insights. Now you have to move on some stories, success stories or some design thinking stories, etc. What stories are your customers telling about their experiences? What are the hopes? What are the fears? And what are the goals that motivate them? What insights can you draw from their problems and aspirations? What are the insights we are going to develop from those problems or those insights or those fears or those goals? Now coming to the second one here is frame and reframe. Now from all the things you have to frame the model or reframe the model, etc. Framing the right problem is the only way to create the right solution. Now here we have to properly plan the problem. Make sense of research by seeing patterns, themes, and larger relationships between the pieces of information. Uncover customer insights to reframe problem opportunities or areas into opportunities. Here, frame and reframe. After getting the discovery of everything from the end users, you have to frame or reframe the ideas or problems. If you clearly understand the problem, and then only you can easily get the solution. Comes to the third one is incubate. No, you have to mug up yourself and the incubation. Creativity comes from a blend of individual and group ideation. Give people time to reflect on ideas and incubate on their own before running a group ideation session. Now, before going to group ideation section, you have to give some time to the individual people. Those can incubate or run ideas or think ideas or etc. And then create some ideas. That is ideate. Now that you have some deep insights about your customers or users, generate ideas for offerings that will deliver value to your customers. Build on ideas by asking what else. The goal is to push beyond the obvious and generate a set of really good options for consideration. Now, what else? What else? No, you have to ask something, give some ideas or give some thinking, do some thinking and give better ideas, think rigorously, etc. We can take. Now, from that, some best ideas will produce. Coming to decide. Now, from those, we have to decide. Display your ideas on the wall and look for ideas that have overpower. Now, if you put all the things in a wall or paper or something, some ideas will give the war type of approach. Oh, wow, it is good. Like this will save you from draining everyone's energy by debating every single idea. Now, this will give the, you can debate by using that one. Vote for the best options based on the criteria such as desirability, technical feasibility, and business viability, etc. The team can then choose 1 to 3 ideas to prototype and test. Now here you have to choose either 1 or 2 or 3 ideas. From that one you have to create the prototype and then test the prototype. Next comes to the prototype creation. Combine, expand and refine ideas in the form of rough models or sketches. Invite users to test out and respond to your prototype. How do they feel about your ideas? What feedback do they have? Their responses will inform whether you move forward or kill your idea before investing additional resources. Now here you can testing or create after creating the prototype, you can test it is viable or not, it is feasible or not, how it is. Now from that way you can take some decision. Now coming to the deliver, the prototypes you have tested, built and launched will have a better chance of succeeding in the marketplace. Now, after creating all the things, you have to deliver the product into the market. Now coming to the iterate. Design is not linear, it is an iterative process. Use feedback to improve on your ideas and keep iterating until there is nothing more to add or subtract. Now here is, this is not fixed. You have to give some ideas, or you have to take some ideas, iterate those ideas, implement those ideas into the existing one, etc. From that one, you can take the better thinking or better product. Now these are the design thinking and innovative process. How the innovative process is occurred in the design thinking process. Now coming to the final topic in this chapter or in this unit 2 is case studies. Now these case studies will help now to ideate it. Now if you are going to create a new idea, new product or something, we have to study the case studies. What are the things are happening in that field, what ideas they are implementing, what the products they are developing in a particular case or something, etc. These case studies will help the new innovators, new developers or customers, the clients, etc. Now this is about the case studies. Here different types of case studies are available in different fields. Here comes to the first one is Airbnb. Airbnb is the first case study here is. Now it is the first published review. So some article it is published. How design thinking transformed Airbnb from a failing startup to a billion-dollar business. Now, generally one startup is created, that is how the business, that means the design thinking helps in to make it as a dollar company or billion-dollar company. Here are some outlines. Design thinking is a part of Airbnb's success. In particular, they built a culture of experimentation. Now, just involved in experimentation. Here, we are developing a prototype. It is a small product. In that prototype, we are going to experiment everything. It was only when they gave themselves permission to experiment with non-scalable changes to the business, and they eliminated out what they called the tough of sorrow. Now here comes to Airbnb climbed out tough of sorrow with the design thinking. Tough of sorrow with the design thinking. Design thinking helps into the Airbnb company. Now coming to the PillPack. PillPack. The study describes PillPack started as a startup in residence in Idaho, Cambridge, working with the designers and using a human-centered approach. PillPack refined their brand vision, strategy, and identity across the channels. Now it is a PillPack. Now it is in 2004 established. It is established in 2004. Now it is a billion-dollar company. Began a startup, a resident, and eventually thought is a Amazon for now. Finally, it is a initially the PillPack. It is now it is a Amazon. Now it is a ever-growing company. It is a well-known company for all the others. It implemented design thinking technique. Now coming to the clean theme. Now in poor countries, one proper project is designed. It is like a Ghana country, Ghana, in the social sector. It is a case study in the social sector. Now by using the design thinking or ideation or group ideation, etc., they improved the health. Now they planned clean team and then they implemented very clean toilets or something that is implemented in the Ghana, the country Ghana. Now coming to the IBM. IBM is an example of corporate giant who has deeply invested in design thinking and building a target internal design team. Internally, they are having one design team. By using those design team, always they are developing innovative ideas. Now this is about they improved the revenue by using the design thinking concept. IBM's design thinking model, one toolkit developed by using toolkit. IBM one developed design thinking model. And coming to the Stanford Hospital. Now in Stanford, one hospital is there that also implemented the design thinking concept. By using the design thinking concept, the staff which are available in this one used the design thinking, and Stanford has used design thinking to reimagine emergency rooms and nursing units. Now already they designed or better rooms and nursing units. They modified the nursing units based on the design thinking concept. Now coming to the YEAR-Ist. Now this is about this is also one of the company which uses the empathy for the users. Now this is about the just like a travel based company. It is also user design thinking concept in this one. Now this is about another case study. Now Golden Gate Region Center, it is also one of the major center which is used design thinking to reimagine their assessment process. Now some assessment is already maintaining. If you use the design thinking in the assessment process, that will also benefit the end users. Now coming to the Bank of America. Now the Bank of America also used keep the changes program grow out of design thinking process. Now it is also used the design thinking process or design thinking as a to implement the better ideas in the banking process, etc. Now with this we are concluding the unit 2 in design thinking subject.